Hey guys, it's Brian, and this is kind of a follow-up to my last video. I think it was like how to get Lowrance CMAPs to reveal lake secrets. Well, I got a lot of people asking questions. I got DMs and comments. Does this work? Does this work with onboard? Does this work with discovery? Does this work with all kinds of things? Shade relief is only on reveal maps that I know of, as of right now. Maybe there's something else, but reveal is the only one that has it. It's top of the line mapping for CMAP. These other ones that are built in don't have it, but I'm going to show you a way to use shading to kind of make stuff pop out for you. And that's what this video is, and I hope it helps you guys get it. My big thing is hook sets, how-tos, and reviews for this channel, and that's what I want to show you, another how-to to hopefully get you setting the hook more. So with all that said, let's jump in. Oh, again, before you do that, if you haven't already, let's throw the YouTube thing out there. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like the video, leave a comment down below, leave a question, anything you got. If you got a question on, hey, can you help me design a map or shading thing, hey, I'll help you out. Just let me know what you want to look. I'll help you out. I like to write mine down, and when I get ones that I like, I kind of take screenshots with my units to show, hey, this is what I was showing on this. This is what I could see. This with this breakdown of colors. So that's where we're at. So if you need any help, hit me up on all my socials, DM me, whatever. Gladly help you out. So with that said, now let's get into the video. All right, guys. So let's go in, and I'm going to show you how to kind of set up your map for all my guys who are just using CMAP Onboard, CMAP Discover, CMAP Precision, CMAP Contours. This is a way for you to go in and kind of get a good look at the map and get stuff to pop. And this is what it's basically setting up shading, because when you have like you say, CMAP Onboard, you don't have shaded relief, you don't have the no contours like I showed in my last video. This video right here will help you set up your map and set up your shading to make stuff pop. So right now we'll go from that to that, or something similar. So we will take you from here, just a regular old map, to depth, and then you can go in and do one of the other tricks where I showed you of going in and making things pop with a color. I think it has to be adjusted though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and adjust that too. No, I don't want that. I want this. Okay. And see, we can make our lines pop where we want to see them. All right, so let's get started. First off, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take my depth off. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to erase everything that I've got. All right. So first things first, let's set up a point. It wants a point. Add a point right here. This is your foot or meters if you've got it set up to meters, but this is feet. So my first one, we're going to do a simple one. I'm going to say 4 foot. That seems like a good one to say, hey, I don't want to run in 4 foot of water. Okay. All right. Add a point. So if you just go the 4 foot now, we cross it out, let that polish out. Give it a second. Oh, I got to turn it on. Sorry, my bad. I didn't turn it on. So if you just put one point in there, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to red it out. All right, so let's go to our next point. And I want to see What's another good one? We'll say 8 foot. Okay. And we're going to make this one yellow. Okay. And again, we're going to exit out of this, kind of show you how we're starting to get something. All right, now we're starting to get us some colors. We're going from red to orange to yellow, because basically what it does, it'll take the one color you wanted at 4 foot and the color you have at whatever foot, like the 8 foot, and it will blend it. So red and yellow make orange. Pretty simple. All right. And again, we're down in Guntersville, Browns Creek area, looking at all these humps. This is what we're using for our map. All right. Go back to shading. Depth 1 is still on. Let's go back to customize. Okay, so let's add another point. Now, I'm going to say, give me 0, 0, 0. Let's say 12. We'll just go 12. It's a good number. 12. I'm gonna pick a green, because anything below 12, like, you know, anything below 8, you know you can run. So we're gonna hit OK. Back out, and let's let it populate. There you go. So all that, we know that most of that, you know, can't run on top of. Some of it we can. But this is how we're building our map. And this is a good way for you to look and see, okay, is it showing me what I want to see? All right, let's keep going. Add a point. Our next point is going to be 0, 0, 0, 16. So 16 foot deep. Okay. Let's go. Let's see, I used green, all right? So I used my green color. Just scrolled all the way down. Let's go with this blue. Okay. Then I'm just going to go ahead and put 20. Okay. And we're going to make, so we use that color. So now I'm going to use, let's use this. Okay. Now we got, no, I don't want to see that. So we got our red. 8 is set to yellow, 12 green, 16 a light blue, 20 a lighter blue, regular blue. I don't know what you would call it. Okay, so next. Now, I'm not going to worry about anything below 25 foot. So my next point, I'm going to set it up 25 foot. It's just how I'm setting it up. If you concentrate on stuff deeper than that, set it up to your abilities. All right, so I'm going to go white here. And then my next one, because anything after 25 foot, I really don't care about. We're just going to say, I'm just going to hit, no, I don't want 3,000 or 30,000. I want to hit 0, 0, 0. I'm going to put it on 30. Okay. And I'm going to hit dark blue. I'm going to pick the darkest blue. There he is. So now we've got it set up. Now let's see what our map looks like. Give it a second, populate. There you go. So now I know. Might change some colors around. I'm not really digging. I'm digging a lot of it, but I'm not digging this, because that shows me that the deep stuff is, you know, really dark. I don't know if I like that. That's something you can play around with. But I'm getting all this stuff to pop, right? And again, like I said before, we'll go in and that other one we hit before, and we're going to make our pink pop. Now that's also a good way. I know Lowrance doesn't have like, what do you call that? Lake level. But you can use this shading to, like, if the lake's 3 foot down, just make it where it's 3 foot down. Everything down to 3 foot, and put it in red, and that way you know you can't run there, or purple or something like that. But this is how you get stuff to pop. Now go back, and we will go back and show like how easy. I mean, heck, look. Let's see, where was this? nice little, I mean, right here is a good old point. So now that stuff's popping. So if I'm running down the lake, I can get stuff to pop out to me. Humps. Let me go and take that one shading off. No, I'm going to keep that shading. So now all this stuff pops to me. I'm riding down the lake. I'm just looking. Hey, look at all that stuff. It's popping. When you zoom in, it gets better. And it's just a way for you to look. So now, like, I'm looking at this. Anything in red, I'm not running my boat. I'm not going to do it. I know from experience there's a lot of stumps and, laydowns in the red a lot. And even in that little orange, I'm going to be kind of cautious about running. I know I have run this. I'll come through here. Heck, I come out of, right here. This boat. Yeah, that's the boat ramp. I'll come out of this boat ramp and I'll run up through here and run all the way up in here, and I've done it. And I've ran all the way up, all the way back through here. Sketchy as all get out. I've done it. I ain't gonna lie. But this tells me I shouldn't, and I should be cautious. But it gives me, it makes stuff pop for me. So now I see all that stuff. It's so easy to see this stuff popped out. And again, we'll go from regular map. You can kind of see it. This makes those humps pop. And again, using your second depth to like zoom in on one thing that you want to see. Right? I mean, I can do it like this and it's going to show up. But this is one thing that helps me when I was just using precision on boards. I think precision mapping, CMAP precision mapping, the onboard mapping. I think there's one called Contours and Discover that comes on the new pros. This is a way to set them up if you don't want to buy the reveal card to help you get a better look at stuff. And it'll make stuff pop out to you that you didn't even know was there just by setting it up. And one thing I do is like, I will go in and, maybe I go in, let's see, maybe you want to go in, you decide that you want to see 18 foot a little deeper or a little better. So I may go in, let me go into my shading, I'll go into custom, and I'm going to add a point, and I'm going to say that I want, let's just put pink, or yeah, pink will work. Let's go 00018. Okay. And it's gonna look funky. And you gotta play around with it to get the things you want to see. Alright. That's just how it is. You gotta play with it to get the look you want. Alright, now let's back out and see what that does for us. Okay, so now looky there. That pulls out that, that's going to be 17, 18, 19 foot in that range. Now we're seeing those colors pop for us to show us that 18, 19 foot, 17 to 19 foot range. It's going to pop. And I wanted to show you guys this because I got a lot of DMs. Really got a lot of DMs, a lot of questions sent to me, comments asking about, hey, well, what about CMAP on board? And what about CMAP discovery? And what about this? What about this? How can I use it to do the same thing? Well, this is how. This is just set up your shading to make it show you what you want to see. All right, right? Make stuff pop for you. See that, it brings stuff out for you, makes you be able to see it. Now, yes, I do prefer my reveal, but if I had to, I could straight run this because I know my reveal is not from not all over. But if I went to another lake that's not on my reveal map, I could easily set it up and start chasing stuff. Just trying to see what some of these places look like. Coming out of this creek, look, there's a big area come out, point comes way out there. I might need to try that one. I don't think I've ever fished that point way out here. May have to add that. Let's see. I can turn that off. Chart options. Alright guys, this is Brian from the future, here to help out past Brian in the video. So, figured out how to get the river channel coloring to come off. Alright, go to menu, more options, chart options, down to categories, and you're going to look for nautical chart base. Click that, turn it off, boom. You can now see how this comes back out. That's how you fix that issue that I just had. So now let's continue the video with Brian from the past. Take it away, dude. I didn't do it. There's a way to take this dark blue off, because all that is showing me the creek or the river, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, look at that. I ain't never done that before. I know there's a way to do it. I have to play around with it. But, I mean, that's a point right there. Look, that point right there has a little high spot on it that's what, 16 foot? So all that around it, that's a good place to go check. I know there's some over here, because I've caught them over on this island before. I think a lot of people's caught them over on this island. All these high spots, I'd hit those when the current's rolling. But yeah. I hope this helps you guys out, especially you guys who have the Discover maps. And just using, again, this is just the CMAP onboard on my live. CMAP onboard. So that's but also doing the shading like that, going into shading, will help everybody out that has a onboard, CMAP Discovery, CMAP Precision, and I think there's a CMAP Contours. Those are the ones I know it works on. Just play around with it. If you have to, like I showed before, just play around with it to get it to help you. You know, maybe your lake, 14 foot is a big thing, so you need to see where 14 foot is. Maybe 27 foot is a big deal, and you need to see it. Just go in, go down to shading, go into your customization, and make this work for you. One thing you can do, I've got a couple, I play around with it and then take some screenshots of what it looks like in my color palette, and I've got a bunch saved. So when I was playing with it and people go, hey, can you help me out on the map? I can send them that and go, hey, this is what I want you to do. If you have any questions, again, guys, leave them down below. Hit me up, DM, all my social medias, comments on anything, and I will gladly help you out if I can. So with all that said, I hope this helps you get out on them ledges and find them. I just hope I didn't show you how to get on some of my stuff. But if you did, I'll see you there. So tight lines, stay safe, and we'll see you on the water.